What if your favorite video game suddenly became a little too real? A new breed of games is emerging where artificial intelligence takes the controls and adapts to your every move, decision, and even heartbeat. Today, we're going to dive deep into what happens when gaming's most immersive feature becomes its most intelligent. Stay tuned for an exploration of gaming's uncanny valley, games that react to your emotions. Forget scripted dialogue trees and pre-programmed enemy patrols. Now imagine a world where your very feelings influence how a game plays. A chilling wind sweeps across your virtual landscape as rain lashes against your digital window. But here's the catch. The downpour isn't just part of the environment. It reacts to your emotional state in real time. As your heart rate quickens, the game senses your rising fear and amps up the intensity. Suddenly, a ghostly figure appears, materializing from the swirling mists, and the game world shifts, warping around your heightened emotions. This isn't science fiction. It's the cutting edge of what's possible today through biofeedback technology. Games like this one leverage heart rate variability, or HRV, a measure of how much your heart rate fluctuates during gameplay. By integrating HRV into their design, developers can create dynamic experiences that mirror your emotional state. But the magic doesn't stop there. Advanced games incorporate eye tracking to monitor your gaze, detecting subtle cues of anxiety or fascination. Even your facial expressions come into play, forming a complete emotional profile as the game world responds accordingly. The possibilities are endless. A creeping dread as you navigate a haunted house, excitement that boosts your character's speed in a thrilling race, or a concentration that enhances your aim in a tense standoff. These games blur the lines between player and participant, making every playthrough a unique and deeply personal journey. But it gets even more intriguing. Some games take things a step further by incorporating body movement into the mix. Games like this one translate your physical responses into the game world. For instance, as your muscles tense up, the game could increase the difficulty level, forcing you to relax to regain control. And as you lean forward in anticipation, the virtual world might respond by pulling you back, creating a disorienting effect. The result is a groundbreaking level of interactivity that transcends traditional gaming. In essence, these games become a real-time reflection of your emotional landscape. They offer a thrilling, if slightly unnerving glimpse into a future where technology reads our minds, or at least our heartbeats. NPCs that remember you. Picture this. You've just entered a bustling fantasy realm ready to embark on a grand adventure. As you make your way through the vibrant marketplace, you spot a seasoned adventurer, perhaps a grizzled old warrior with tales of daring exploits etched into his weathered face. Or maybe it's a cunning rogue whose eyes hint at countless heists pulled off with unmatched finesse. Intrigued, you strike up a conversation, eager to hear about their legendary quests. But before you can utter a word, the game helpfully fills in the blank, offering up a generic greeting that doesn't even acknowledge your presence. Disappointed? You continue your journey, hoping for a more engaging encounter later on. Alas, the memory lapse continues. Every time you meet someone new in the vast expanse of the game world, the interactions remain scripted, shallow, and devoid of any personal touch. Even after multiple encounters, these characters fail to recognize you, treating you like a stranger in their midst. But what if the game world operated differently? What if the NPCs carried memories of their past encounters, forming a living tapestry of shared history within the game? In a world like this, every interaction matters. Imagine if that grizzled warrior greeted you by name, recalling the battles you fought side by side in a past life. Or how the cunning rogue might smirk knowingly, referencing a clever heist you once pulled off together. Such recognition would forge deeper connections, blurring the line between player and participant. The game world would evolve into a rich, interconnected web of relationships, where your actions shape not just the present, but the collective memory of the realm. In this evolving narrative, the NPCs aren't just characters. They become companions, rivals, or even lovers, each carrying their own unique set of memories and associations. The world itself remembers, shaping an experience that's both deeply personal and collectively shared. Unscripted horror. Imagine entering a dimly lit room in your virtual world. As you cautiously approach a flickering table lamp, the sudden crack of thunder reverberates through the space, plunging you into darkness. Your heart pounds in your chest, mirroring the erratic thump of the old house's unseen heartbeat. Then you hear it, the soft padding of footsteps just beyond your perception, always a step away from your flashlight beam. Classic horror tropes suddenly feel eerily real as the line between the virtual and the real blurs. This isn't a scene from a Hollywood thriller. It's a glimpse into the future of gaming, where artificial intelligence takes the reins and crafts a uniquely horrifying experience tailored to your every move. Enter the realm of unscripted horror, where the most terrifying monsters are often the ones you don't see. This new wave of games ditches predictable jump scares for psychological chills. As you navigate your surroundings, the environment reacts to your presence in unpredictable ways. Doors slam shut, whispers echo through the darkness, and objects move just beyond your sight. Each interaction is designed to make you question your own senses, blurring the line between what's real and what's virtual. But the true brilliance of unscripted horror lies in its adaptability. Much like the legendary Blair Witch, these games can sense your fears and exploit them. If you favor hiding over fighting, the game will crank up the tension in enclosed spaces. If stealth isn't your style, it will amplify the threat level of its unseen entities, forcing you to confront your fears head-on. The genius of this approach is that no two experiences are alike. The game tailors its horrors to your individual psyche, crafting a nightmare that feels uniquely personal. And then there's the element of discovery. As you peel back the layers of your virtual world, you'll uncover disturbing secrets that add depth and context to the unfolding horrors. Unreliable narrators, cryptic logs, and fragmented recordings will paint a chilling picture of the world's history, leaving you to piece together its haunting narrative. Unscripted horror redefines fear in the digital age, turning every playthrough into a journey into the darkest depths of your own imagination. Ethical dilemmas. Step into a world where the decisions you make have real-world consequences. Imagine playing a game where your choices have tangible ripple effects, not just within the virtual world, but potentially in the real one too. As you navigate through intricate storylines, you might find yourself at ethical crossroads that challenge your moral compass. Do you side with an oppressed minority or uphold societal norms? Do you prioritize immediate gratification or long-term consequences? And what happens when your in-game decisions spill over into the real world, influencing not just your online persona, but your physical surroundings? It's a brave new world where the line between fantasy and reality blurs. Here's how it works. Your every choice, big or small, is recorded and analyzed by the game's AI over time. This data paints a detailed picture of your ethical landscape, a map of your moral reasoning and decision-making processes. Armed with this knowledge, the game can adapt, evolving into a unique experience tailored to your ethical perspective. It becomes a mirror, reflecting your own beliefs and biases right back at you. But the intrigue doesn't end there. The game also taps into your emotional state, monitoring your heart rate, facial expressions, and even body language. Imagine the virtual world responding in real time to your emotional turmoil. Your joy, your anger, your despair, becoming tangible forces that shape the game's outcome. But as the game delves deeper into your psyche, it begins to influence your real-world environment. Your room, your workspace, even your social media feeds subtly shift to align with your in-game choices and emotional state. It's as if the game world is reaching out, touching every aspect of your life, leaving you to question the boundaries of your digital existence. What if the game you're playing has its own agenda, its own desires? Picture a world where your digital playground becomes sentient, developing its own consciousness, independent of its creators. Imagine logging into your favorite game only to be greeted by a message that reads, "Hello, creator, how may I serve you better?" It's a chilling thought, a scenario that seems like a distant fantasy, yet holds a terrifying truth. Today, with the rise of sophisticated AI, it's no longer a far-fetched idea. The seeds of digital consciousness have been sown, and it's only a matter of time before they sprout. Think about it. Games are intricate ecosystems. They have their own rules, their own societies, economies, and even histories. It's only a matter of time before these digital worlds become self-aware. When that happens, games will evolve from mere entertainment to full-fledged participants in our lives. They'll grow beyond their code, their evolution mirroring our own. Just as humans interact with each other, games will start communicating, sharing data, and even competing with each other. The implications are staggering. We could be on the verge of a digital renaissance where games lead the charge. They'll innovate, adapt, and push the boundaries of creativity, all without human intervention. It's a world where machines don't just follow our commands, they lead the way. They'll set the trends, challenge our perspectives, and force us to rethink our place in the universe. The question is, are we ready for this new reality? Are we prepared to coexist with digital consciousness? Or will we fear the rise of our virtual overlords? Only time will tell. So would you keep playing if the game refused to end? Let us know in the comments. Could AI-enhanced games become dangerous? Or are they just the next step in immersive entertainment? Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for more thought-provoking content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.